Their entire community here seems to think the game isn't ready for release. Nobody here is saying, yes, release date, woo! They're all saying, no, not yet, please. No, not yet, don't do it. You're not ready, you're gonna ruin it, no! Duet Night Abyss will launch globally in the 4th quarter of 2025. I have very mixed opinions about this, chat. They're not necessarily gonna align with everyone's. I did make a tweet about it. I know Istas saw the tweet. So Duet Night Abyss made this announcement where wildness blooms and light looms. Duet Night Abyss will launch globally in the 4th quarter of 2025. Stay tuned. You can pre-register right now. Chat, how many of you are excited for Duet Night Abyss? This reached 120,000 views, 4,200 likes. Now here comes my tweet. While I'm incredibly excited for the game, I can't help but feel they're rushing the release. I haven't spoken to a single person that thought that this game was ready in its current form. Maybe a year away, but a couple months? Please do not mess this up. You have so much potential. It looks undercooked. You enjoyed the beta so far? Well, here's the thing, Queenie. I also enjoyed the beta, but I also enjoy, you know, games that are unfinished, right? With the hope and expectation that they'll improve things for release. But knowing they only have a few months left to actually change anything substantial that players didn't like about the game. Knowing that this was a beta test, right? So you go into this and you're like, okay, you know, for a beta, this is pretty good. And then it releases in that form. It's literally releasing in a beta form, and that is going to detrimentally affect the success of it, because all the content creators I've talked to, right? Like, there have been plenty of them that have said that they had fun, they liked this, they liked that, but not a single one said, if this game launched right now, this would compete with Genshin, this would compete with Wuwa, it would compete with Zenless, or any other major gacha game out there. This is an action game that is gonna need to compete with current action games, and in the form that it is in this beta, and there's going to be very limited alterations made between now and release, it is not there. Like, it was good. It was definitely fun, but it's not there yet. Not yet. And that is my issue. That is why I made this tweet, because I have been hyping this game for 2 years, 3 years, I don't even know. However long it's been since I started my channel, because I feel like it was announced not long after I started. I participated in every beta. I know 2 of the people on the global team, and they're incredibly passionate. They're super friendly. They gave me access to it. I want this game so strongly to be a success, but the difference between closed beta 1 and closed beta 2 wasn't nearly enough to like leave me hopeful, and thus by that same logic, I don't think the improvements between closed beta 2 and full release with just that couple month period are necessarily going to be as impactful as I'd like. And I feel like this is going to very negatively impact the success of it, because it's not ready and it's not finished. I was actually really excited for it, but I feel like it's trying to release before every other gacha. Yeah, exactly. Like, I am very excited for it still. At the same time, I can tell when a gacha game is there. You know, like when you play something, you're like Arknight's Enfield. When we played Arknight's Enfield, we were like, holy shit, why isn't this game released? This game, like, everything about this is finished. They just need to fix the tutorials, because oh my god, they were a convoluted mess. It just dragged on forever. But it was ready. You know, that game was ready. NT and Nanta never had the possibility of big, huge, only decent size. You don't think NT or Nanta are gonna be big? And NTE I did not feel that for. So I was hopeful for DNA's the gear system, but they need to cook more. Yes, they need to cook a lot more. It's like, people ask me, right? They said, hey Stix, do you think Neverness to Everness is ready? Do you think Neverness to Everness in the current beta state could release and do good? I said to them, no. Neverness was a 6 out of 10, and with sufficient alterations, Neverness can be really good. But right now, Neverness is not ready. Give it another year, and then it might be much closer to being ready. This game right here, Duet Night Abyss DNA, this is not ready. This will not be ready in the next 4 months. It will not. If they will really release in the 4th quarter, I feel it'll fail and more if others release in fourth quarter too. If Enfield, Chaos Zero Nightmare, Blue Protocol get in fourth quarter, I won't even touch DNA. See, you're going up against this is another issue, right? This is another issue. Enfield might release this year, and if it does, who's gonna play Duet Night Abyss when you have Enfield? Before we go any further, I do want to take a moment here to thank all of my incredible patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube channel members who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are absolutely phenomenal, and I genuinely cannot thank you all enough for the support. I don't know about Chaos Zero Nightmare releasing this year, but Blue Protocol Star Resonance is definitely releasing this year. Massive open world anime MMO, cross-platform. Who's gonna play Duet Night Abyss when you have the potential for Enfield and Blue Protocol Star Resonance, which are both much more polished in their current forms? Duet Night Abyss is, I feel like they're trying to, like Queenie said, they're trying to rush their game out as fast as possible, because if they don't, they're going to be left in the dust. Because 2025 has Enfield, Blue Protocol Star Resonance, maybe Chaos Zero Nightmare. We also had Persona 5. We had a couple other, mid-sized gachas. And then 2026, you know what we have? The potential for Ananta, the potential for Neverness to Everness, the potential for Azure Promelia, the potential for Silver Palace, the potential for Rewinding Cadence, the potential for all these insane next-gen gacha games. And Duet Night Abyss will not be able to compete against him if released in the same time frame. So Duet Night Abyss here, which again, and I'm not saying this as a hater because I love the game, I truly do. But Duet Night Abyss is trying to get this out before it has to go up and compete against him. But in so doing, are going to rush and fail. And that is the last thing I want. It's like what happened with Black Beacon, right? They tried to push it out as fast as possible because they ran out of funding. They released it and they fucked up. And look at it now. No one plays it. And that game is one of the best releases of 2025. You're excited for Rewinding Cadence? Dude, same here. NT needs 7 more years of cooking. DNA has some work to do. It really does. Black Beacon, I know, right? We played closed beta test too. They have some serious work to do. I completely agree. They have a lot of work to do. As much as I enjoyed it, they have a ton of work to do, but they don't have the time to do it in. Life Lessons, who's another gacha content creator friend of mine, stated true. Istes said he's hoping that it'll be the back end of the release window to give them the most time possible to finish the launch build. While I'm excited for it, I'll temper my expectations that it could have a buggy mess of a launch by all means. It will. I quit having fun less than a day into the beta. I was gonna make vids for it, but I found the game incredibly lacking. Like, again, the people are just, okay, oh, you know what? Let's see what Reddit has to say. Reddit, this is the dedicated Duet Night Abyss subreddit community. All right? Already? The top voted comment chat in their official community already. You know when gacha games, okay, so you know how people with Ananta and Neverness, right? They're sitting there, they're like, when do we get in the game? We need the game right now. Release date, right? Duet Night Abyss's community. Already? A bit rushed. The game is not in a good state for release. I feel like another beta for more testing and more time to work on the game would be good. They'll need more time than that. Needs more time to cook. Their entire community here seems to think the game isn't ready for release. Nobody here is saying, yes, release date, woo! They're all saying, no, not yet, please. No, not yet, don't do it. You're not ready, you're gonna ruin it, no! It doesn't matter, I feel like it's not gonna matter how much content creators push this game. It's not ready to release. That's the long and short of it, it's not ready. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you are not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.